All right, it's time for our Ultimate Insider segment brought to you by FFB Bank, and my pleasure to be joined by the new head coach for the men's basketball program, Vance Walberg.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks for coming by, Vance. All right, you were hired in early April, right? You had two players who decided to stick around, so that means you got to build a whole roster, right? What has it been like the last couple months?
It's been fun. It's like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. Honestly, the kids that Justin had were really good kids, and we talked to a lot of them. Some of them made their decision to move on, and I understand, we didn't have the NIL money to be able to reach them. We were able to keep Jalen Weaver and then Pierre. Very happy with both those. And they also had Michael Robinson, who was sitting out this year. So the three of them, I think, are going to really help us.
Yeah, you got some guys coming back, and of course you also have a bunch of new players coming in. We've kind of been seeing them trickle in on social media over the last couple of months. I think one that caught people's attention over the weekend was Joshua Banga, a young man from Germany, right? I think he has national team experience, maybe youth national team experience with the German program, plays in a pro league there. How exciting is it to get Joshua, and tell me a little bit about him.
Well, JB, his brother, Isaac played in the NBA for 5 years. He's only 24. He's playing pro ball back over in Germany right now. But JB actually is played on their under 18 national team, on their under 20 national team. He's actually going to be in Poland later on in July playing for their under 20 team. We had a chance to, his agent gave us a call. We looked at him on film. We talked to him, Zoomed with him and his brother and his sister. Just a really neat kid, always smiling, always happy. Really liked the way he played. He's going to be a good, for me, what I call 1-5 combo guard for us.
You still have a couple, you have maybe one or two open scholarships available at this point, at least in the things that have been officially announced. Was there a certain type of player that you were looking for as you kind of scoured the market out there late in the process?
Yeah, and honestly, some people say the portal's bad. I think if it wasn't for the portal, we probably wouldn't have had a chance to get some of the players that we got. So we were pretty lucky that way. Obviously, the first thing for me, I always love shooting. And, if you're going to run the dribble drive, you better have guys that can knock down shots. So we're always looking for shooters. Then you're looking for guys that can take it to the hoop. We got really blessed early. We found a couple big guys early, with Moore and with Elijah and so forth. So we filled the inside spots. We still got one or two spots to fill on the perimeter.
Morsek, you mentioned there, a 7-foot transfer from the University of Hawaii. And I believe Elijah Price, right, who was a transfer from Drake University. I kind of feel like maybe you guys had to look for those diamonds in the rough a little bit. Is that a fair assessment because you kind of came in late, and guys that would fit your system well?
Definitely. And then, the thing that we have to be able to do is we have to be able to connect with our connections through, whether it's one of, John Welch, who helped coach in the NBA, or some of my other assistants with their different connections. And honestly, we really got lucky with a few of these guys. Then when they came on visits, they really liked the way we kind of have a family atmosphere here. And I really believe that really helped us.
So one thing that's kind of interesting, we were talking about a little bit before the show here, is bringing all these guys together, right? Because you have two returners at this point, but you've got 8 new guys at this point. And I think most of them are on campus, right, working out already. How do you build that cohesive unit and kind of build a team with 8 new guys like that?
Well, the beauty of basketball is being such a team sport. A lot of it develops itself. And then each morning, just watching them work, watching them get better. My big thing is not only being a great team, but being a great teammate. And these guys are really taken to that, and they're helping each other, working with each other. So it's been really a lot of fun with them.
You have such a unique system, right? The dribble drive offense you mentioned. You mentioned that you really like shooters. You run guys in and out. Watching your Clovis West teams, it looks like hockey changes at times with 5 new guys on, 5 new guys off. I'm curious though. When it comes to the current recruiter, maybe the guy in the transfer portal, are they attracted to that style? Where it's going to be full court press and all this stuff, and they're going to be kind of in and out of the game? I
haven't decided yet. I know what we're going to run offensively. Defensively, I know we're going to pressure. I don't know if we're going to be as crazy as I was at Clovis West. I haven't decided that yet. Looking at what we have, we might up-tempo a little bit more than I thought we might earlier, depending on how we need to score. But you got to remember the difference in college to high school. In college, you have those TV timeouts every 4 minutes. So you don't get the chance to wear people down like you would in high school or junior college. So that's a little bit of a difference. So you can play your better players a little bit more.
You've obviously been out in the community a little bit, but you've also been out on the recruiting trail. What are you hearing? Are you hearing from other coaches, about you getting the job and just all your connections out there? What's the feedback been?
It's been good. The community, it's funny. You go to this place, somebody say, "Hey, coach, congrats, thanks. We appreciate you doing it, and this and that." This weekend it was kind of a little different. I went to Section 7, Arizona. It's the biggest high school tournament in the country. It's just a straight high school tournament. We had Clovis West, Clovis North, San Joaquin there this weekend. But it was, last year I was on the other side. This year you're on the coaching side. And I haven't seen, being in high school last year, I haven't seen a lot of these coaches, in the last 8, 10, 12 years. So it was kind of really neat to see them again.
I heard Clovis West won that tournament, right, too?
They won their bracket. They had 10 different brackets there. Okay. So the team that won the top bracket was actually Tony Amundsen's brother, Ty Amundsen at Millennium. And he has a really good team.
So that just shows you that Coach Walberg, the type of coach he is, right? All those guys that he coached at Clovis West are winning tournaments. Hey, we're going to have more with Coach Walberg. Stay with us. We're coming back after this. We'll have more of our conversation with the coach. Stay with us.